Okay, Liliana, that's great. So I'll see you in a few minutes, but I'll tell you what, there's something going on outside that I don't think you want to see, so why don't you come in the side entrance?
True Family Farm beef stew, $8 a bowl. Recommended by 4 out of 9 farmers. 100% guaranteed colon relaxant. $8 a bowl. Come and get it. Guaranteed 100% colon relaxant.
Frank, so many jokes spring to mind right now. But I'm going to restrain myself.
Watch it, Halpert. I'm assistant chair of your department.
Assistant to the chair.
Cease and desist. I'm trying to run a business here, okay? All the proceeds go to the Schrute Family Farm Charity Fund for moose brainworm awareness.
Yeah, it looks like you got droves of customers, Frank. Those meese will be cured in no time.
Ooh, I love it, man. Love your front.
Front? I beg your pardon.
Your front, man. Soup. It's brilliant. Back in the 70s, I had my front man selling burritos to cab drivers in Tijuana. I did hard time in 1972 for trafficking avocados. 50 kilos of pure guacamole, sister.
Well, I leave you gentlemen to your moose medicine. I got some errands I gotta run on the way up to the Polyside picnic retreat. Did Rich say we're supposed to be up there around noon?
Beats me, lover boy. You just get your little lover boy self up to that lake. I think you'll find Audrey there with her real boyfriend.
Hey, Professor Schrute, can I get a bowl? Forgot my lunch.
Yep, it's $11.
Sign says 8.
If you read the fine print, I think you'll see that it says it's $8 if you have a Schrute Family Farm Frequent Buyer Club membership.
Here's a 20, it's all I got. Sorry to have you make change.
The Schrute Family Farm thanks you. You just saved a moose from brainworm.
You are a scammer, you hillbilly professor psycho.
Will there ever be a cure for brainworm? Of course not. But it cost me a good $5 to euthanize every afflicted beast. You want awareness? You've got it. Now where's the gratitude?
Oh, my face.
Yeah, whenever Audrey's away for the day, I get to take her desk. It's fun to play receptionist make-believe. Plus, I get a better view of Frank Schrute's desk from there. He dresses so interestingly.
Don't talk about Frank. I will break you, do you understand? Break you.
Holly, as your HR rep, I need to tell you that if you need to seek any help, we can refer you to any number of clinics.
If you're not gonna clean my carpets, just let me know. But I want my money back. Get off my property.
She doesn't need a clinic. She needs a sewer. Charming. So, have any of you met Rich's new intern?
Intern? He didn't register any new hires with me.
Oh, Mr. Scott, I just love what you've done with the place.
Nice crib, isn't it? Oh, why don't you call me Dr. Scott? That's doctor in sort of the philosopher healer sense of the word, of course. So I finally found an intern I can trust. Administrative assistant. I figure all the great men in history have had a woman by their sides. Could Arthur have built his Camelot without his Guinevere? Well, I guess in that analogy, I'm more like a Lancelot. Where would Lancelot have been without his faithful Guinevere?
Dr. Scott. Rich, I just wanted to talk for a moment about the question of my compensation.
Why, Miss Donovan? Why do I get the feeling that you're trying to seduce?
Rich, why do I always get the feeling that I'm interrupting something when I come to see you?
Well, maybe because you are.
I'm sorry, miss. I don't think we've met.
Sorry, Robin. How rude of me. This is Lolita Donovan, my new administrative assistant.
It's Liliana, actually. Rich just seems to have gotten Lolita stuck in his head.
Miss Donovan, it's a pleasure, I'm sure.
Robin's the one I've been talking to you about. She's the one who rings the bell at the end of recess.
I'm Rich's boss.
Oh, I see.
Miss Donovan, could you please give me a few moments with Rich alone?
Sure. I'll get those drinks started you wanted.
Coffee, I hope.
Yes.
You must be Liliana. I need to get a photo of you for your HR record. So if you could just say cheese. 1, 2, 3. Good. Maybe we just try another angle. Maybe a little closer and from up here. Yeah. 1, 2, 3. Maybe just one more. Maybe you could put your chin on your hand and just kind of look up with your eye. Yeah, good.
Oh, go back to your brothel.
Rich, I don't even know where to start with you. First of all, this little office picnic outing up at the lake today, it's off. There's no way you're spending $500 of department funds on a cookout for no good reason. Besides, last I heard, there were still poli-sci classes scheduled for this afternoon.
But Robin, today is special. I already have Tim and Audrey up at the lake getting things ready for the picnic. Oh, come on, Robin, don't be a wet rag. This is a very important thing. I really wanted Liliana to meet the troops in style.
And that's another thing, Rich. Liliana. Where do you get off hiring yet another intern to do...
That's administrative assistant?
An intern to do God knows what for you when your department is already way over budget as it is.
I don't know, Robin. You tell me. You're the boss.
Fine. I want her gone by the end of the day.
But Robin...
You heard me, Rich. Case closed. Oh, and one more thing. There's going to be an employee relations consultant stopping by to meet with you later today.
Employee relations consultant? That sounds kinky.
Dorothy and the other deans have decided that Beverly Regional needs a little administrative housekeeping. So they've hired a consultant, I think it's a Dr. Howardson, who's going to stop by and meet with the department heads to talk about management style. Shouldn't take long.
And you thought my picnic was a waste of company money?
I know these corporate things can seem a little bit annoying, but it behooves all of us to take a little bit of time for self-inspection. Besides, you won't mind a little poking around here and there.
That's what she said.
You'd do well to get that out of your system before she arrives.
Robin, like you said, I've got nothing to hide.
Good afternoon, Social Studies. This is Edith speaking. I'm sorry, Mr. Blazendale's in an important meeting. Can I take a message?
Look, Pete, I know you and Allegra have been here nearly 30 years in the department. I mean, you predate me for frick's sake, but in the post-Jimmy Waters era, there are a few things around here I have to clean up. I mean, what's the deal, Pete? I don't even know what you do around here. I mean, you're full-time. You don't teach any classes. I never find you in your office. I mean, what's the deal, Pete? Excuse me. I gotta take this call. Yo, Mitch bro, what's up? Did they go for it? No, then let's just liquidate it. No, I don't care if it's the oldest bakery in Beverly. Let's pave it over, turn it into a parking lot. Pull the trigger. Talk at you, Mitch. Sorry, Pete, where were we? Oh yeah, I was letting you go. Okay, one more chance. You convinced me. You've got until tomorrow's interdepartmental game at 3 to prove your worth. If you can't do it, I gotta repurpose your salary, annul your tenure. It's just a matter of dollars and cents. It's one thing even Jimmy Waters would have understood.
All right!
Timmy, I didn't know it was supposed to rain today.
Just like I told you, we're up the lake. Weather changes every 10 minutes. Okay, let's get to business. We got the beer in the back here in the cooler. We got the bait and tackle right on the side there, man.
Timmy, don't you think we should set up the picnic stuff first? I mean, that's why Rich sent us up ahead with the truck.
Feel free, babes. Fish and I've got a whole lake of trout waiting for us.
I knew if Fishy came along, I wouldn't get any help.
Come on, Timmy. These beers are getting warm.
Oh, yeah, well, Timmy and we called off our marriage a couple years ago. He got arrested after a bar fight. Kind of hit rock bottom. But then I had pneumonia for 3 months. He was so sweet. He waited on me hand and foot. He's never been sweeter. So we're kind of seeing each other again, you know? Taking it slowly. Oh, Josh? Well, he was seeing someone last year, and, well, now I'm kind of with Timmy, you know?
So did you get word that today's lake outing's been cancelled? I think that consultant, Miss Howardson, she's in there with Rich right now. Looks like he's being punished for hiring that tramp, Liliana.
Tramp? You said it just like Christina there. And my cousin Mose, when he addresses his Scottish game hens.
Frank, have you met Liliana? She's just that, a tramp. Though I can't speak for your Scottish guinea hens.
And poor Joshy Poshy, headed up to the lake for nothing.
Looks like we'll have to phone him, shan't we, and tell him it's off?
Leave Josh to me. I'll deal with Halpert and Miss Beasley.
Tim, you just have to explain this to me. How is it possible to terminate somebody who's been here for 30 years?
Allegra, as I explained so carefully to Pete, I don't have any confidence that he has the kind of gravitas we've come to expect of people working here.
Well, I agree that Pete's a little different. He's kind of alternative. But do you know how much my family has been to the long-term viability of the school? You do know about the arrangements we've made.
Frankly, I don't know, Allegra. But I'm always willing to talk dollars and cents, so go ahead, make your case.
Well, where to start? Actually, I only told Blazendale part of the story, and I really feel like I need to say something more right now. It's true, I come from a very well-to-do family. And, it's true that my family made an agreement with Beverly Regional to make a sizable annual contribution as long as my husband Pete is on the staff. But what I didn't tell them was about Pete's past. I'm sorry. This is really hard for me.
Beverly Regional Poli-Sci Department, this is Audrey. This is Sarah speaking.
Tell me, Mr. Scott, you've been here for well over a decade. What exactly is your philosophy on office management and relations?
Well, I'd have to say that in terms of my relations, I try not to overmanage. And in terms of my management, I try not to relate. So, Ms. Howardson, right?
Dr. Howardson.
Robin tells me you're a workplace consultant. So, what exactly would a sweet cheeks like you have as a specialty?
Sexual harassment. Mainly. So, in the form you filled out for me here, you do a great job underlying your strengths as you see them. What do you see as your greatest weakness?
Greatest weakness? Well, I guess I'd have to say that I'm far too generous in life. I'm way too magnanimous.
Your magnanimity notwithstanding, I'd like to bring up some concerns voiced by members of your department that you tend to use misogynistic humor in the workplace.
Misogynwatsu? That sounds like something one of the birds in accounting might come up with.
I see.
Did anyone see them?
For Christ's sake, who?
The commies, the rats.
Bloody hell.
The commies. My sources in Cuba tell me they've been here since last month.
Hey, Liliana, while you're at it, would you mind dusting off my dissertation up there? It makes me feel really powerful when she does that.
How about a quick role play scenario? It's 3:45 in the afternoon on a Wednesday. You have an important meeting at 4. An employee calls to tell you that a female employee is being verbally harassed on the 4th floor. What do?
Easy. I ignore the caller, hang up the phone, and go dashing off to my meeting.
That's the spirit.
is no fourth floor in this building. You're not going to catch me with those tricky questions.
About 45 years ago, Pete was a really up-and-coming rising star in the St. Louis Cardinal organization. Anybody who followed baseball back then would have known about Pete. He was one of the team's really best. And my dad was one of the team co-owners, and that's really how we met. Pete set a minor league record. He got 58 home runs back in 1966. His team made the minor league World Series. It was fabulous. It was so great. It came down to the final bat, 2 outs, 2 strikes, game on the line.
Yeah, I was bat boy during that 66 season. I was 7 years old. Pete was dynamite, man. They even started putting out AAA baseball cards because of him. Every kid in St. Louis, they knew his name. And the stands were packed every day. I used to have this thing where I'd give Pete the bat, I'd give him a wink, I'd say, go hit the big one, Pete. Pretty much every time it worked, except for that one time. It just didn't seem to work out.
Pete struck out. The game was over. Even though it was only minor league, it was something that Pete just never got over. He hasn't said a single word since. He smiles. He chews his gum. He carries on. And he's still my husband. Actually, I remember the last thing he ever said to me. It was just before that last game, and he said, "It's going to come down to me, Allegra. It's going to come down to me, and I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it."
And you want to know the crazy thing? My dad was team manager, and he told me beyond any doubt that Pete Smith was on the way to the bigs. Even after that strikeout, he was going to the big show. Damn shame he had that breakdown. Damn shame.
That is one tasty cold one.
Damn straight, Fish. Nothing like a good cold one. How about them Pats? Yeah, how do you think they're gonna bounce back next season?
Belichick we trust, man. Belichick we trust. Nature. You know, there's something damn grand majestic about being up at the lake with your best bud.
Doggone Fish.
That's what you are, my best bud.
What the hell, Fishy? What the hell? Hey, how about them Sox? How do you think they're gonna bounce back next season?
That's a good question. That calls for another cold one. How about that lady of yours?
Damn, I completely forgot. She's probably out on one of them walks of hers, you know, or collecting reeds for her oboe or something like that. Damn. She doesn't even realize that Rich texted her after she left. They called off the picnic, man. It's okay, though. More ruse for us.
It really does look like it's gonna rain. Oh, well, I forgot. The weather changes every 10 minutes.
You are something lucky. You got a job down at the school. You got a girl who plays the oboe. Oboe. What is an oboe? Is it a flute or a xylophone or
I don't actually know myself. All I know is it's kind of freaking loud sometimes. That's okay, because who else is going to bring me the cold ones?
Well, if I was you, I would ask her to marry me or something like that.
You'd ask her to marry you, huh?
Or something like that.
Audrey! Gosh, you made it.
What are you doing up here all by yourself?
Oh, I'm not all by myself. Timmy's with me. I mean, Timmy's fishing with Fishy, you know.
Yeah, I do know.
But it's beautiful out here, isn't it?
Do you want to go for a walk?
Summertime and living is easy.
So, Audrey, when's your next concert?
Oh, I don't know. Timmy doesn't really like me practicing at home. He says it's loud.
What? You're wonderful. I mean, at the oboe. On the oboe? With the oboe? Whatever it is one does with an oboe.
Hey, look at this beech tree over here. I love beech trees.
Me too. Except, didn't we walk by this already?
Maybe?
Yeah, that tree over there, we definitely passed by that tree. I think we've been walking around in circles.
Oh no, do you mean...
We're totally lost.
Bloody hell, Holly.
It's okay, Yasmin. Consider the alternative.
You have a point. Oh.
Ooh, check out my munchies, sister. Check out my munchies. Ooh. Check these out. Adapted Schroot's recipe. Added some homegrowns from my own garden. Keeps the commies away.
Oh, that smells incredible.
Ooh, you know.
Oh, what a...
Little bit. So sweet.
Yes! Yes! Keep giving it to me.
Little bit. Just a little bit.
So how much more time are we talking about exactly?
And how much more money? Oh, hardly enough to notice. I mean, 2 or 3 more days of observation, then maybe 1 more day of interviews. I mean, I can tell you what I think right now, but my recommendations wouldn't have nearly as much force because I haven't had time to amass the evidence. And believe me, there's a lot to amass. Misogyny, misanthropy, polygyny, polyandry, polymorphous perversity, pneumona ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
Of course.
So we're set then. 3 more days, the appropriate funding, which I will need before I do any more work.
All right. 3 more days, but that's it.
Marry me!
You know, it's a good decision. I think you'll be fascinated with the results.
I'm sure I will be.
Hey! What's her face? Soup?
Wow, the sky's really darkening.
You know what Timmy always says. Odds, up at the lake, the weather changes every 10 minutes.
I'm sorry, Audrey, this is all my fault.
No, it's not. I was the one who wanted to go for a walk. We'll be okay. I mean, how many acres of woods can there be in southern New Hampshire, right? How lost can we get?
Pretty lost. This lake area isn't very big on signage or really directions of any kind. You know I have no sense of direction.
I don't have a sense of direction either. I guess we're kind of alike that way. And think of the fish, right?
What?
You know, the fish that fishy.
Well, fish for... Officially. Audrey, I don't like him very much, and it just seems that when you're with Timmy and his friends, you're not very happy.
I can take care of myself, and don't forget, I am an adult. Timmy understands that.
Does he? Has he ever even been to one of your concerts?
Josh.
Audrey,
What was that?
Oh my word!
What? What was it?
I know exactly what that was. I just can't believe he's doing it here.
The cats were plentiful on the Schrute family farm, and their meat provided an excellent base for soups and stews. We like to vary our diet with other wild game, mice, shrews, and of course the alpine sloth. We hunted with bows and arrows, and of course we were trained from birth to stalk. We used a special Schrute technique for stalking that involved a secret particular hunting call and a pounce. Let's just say that once a shroot pounces on you, you're not going anywhere. Except there was that one sloth that did escape. A very special sloth. That sloth and I, it's like we're joined somehow. We could read each other's minds. I stalk the way I breathe. When I realized Josh was going up to the lake for a little hanky-panky, I knew this was it. This was the time I've trained for my whole life. This was the time to stalk.
It's not fine. Frank is dangerous.
He can't possibly hit us with a bow and arrow. He obviously has no idea what he's doing.
I know, that's what I mean. Frank is dangerous.
So are we.
No. We're not.
I guess not.
But we can make him think we are. I know Frank's deepest desire and most secret fear.
Even the terrible Chiquihonka Aborigines were no match for the shroot stock. The earliest shroots drove the Chiquihonka from their land, and they've lurked in the hills, waiting, mating, proliferating ever since, looking for that chance that will never come, the chance to take back their land. They've gone completely feral now. They only disturb the peace during the spring mating season when their horrible copulatory cries ring through the mountains. There is no sound more appalling. When you hear it, there's only one thing to do. Run! Or you too will find yourself mating.
Wow, we sure are lost!
Yeah, gosh, we are definitely lost.
Wow, the weather sure is crazy today.
Yes, it is. Gosh, it changes every 10 minutes.
The Chiquihonka are after me! The Chiquihonka are after me!
No, Robin. Why would I have done a background check on Dr. Howardson? You're the one who hired her, right? What do you mean there's something that's not right here? Liliana? No, she just walked into my office with her resume.
We put the sugar in the soup, we'll go a little bit crazy.
What does she have to do with Dr. Howardson anyway? If you really think this is a problem, Robin, you're just going to have to check into it. Frankly, I've got a far more pressing problem right now. Attention! Attention, everybody! We have a serious situation on our hands here. Something is missing off of my desk. You, Creed. You have any idea who that might be? Come on, you stew-peddling commie hunter. Do you take the cash off of my desk? Cash?
Cash?
That's right. One of you is a thief. You, for instance. Any reason why you might have needed a little extra cash?
You really want to go there, Rich?
What the?
That's a Secret Service agent, sister. I've had some experience with those in the old days.
Well, our friends in the poli-sci department continue to crash and burn. I am really pleased to announce in the meanwhile that the state of the social studies department in the post-Waters era continues to be very strong.
Hear, hear. Richie's got them in a big bag of hurt over there, huh?
They're never gonna right that ship, are they?
Yeah, Rich's idea of riding the ship is sending them all on a booze cruise.
Not to mention that Johnny Creed. Did you know that he was once on the FBI wanted list?
In other business, I want to remind you that tomorrow at 3 o'clock we have the baseball game, and I want you guys to dress accordingly. As usual, we'll have some kids from the Beverly Youth Baseball to round out the numbers. I loathe community service, but it looks good on our books.
Is Pete gonna play?
I doubt it. I don't think so. He never does. It's just too much for him. I know that Pete's on thin ice with the social studies department right now. I just wish he realized that sometimes it's okay to go down swinging.
Oh, Josh, that was perfect. No, you're so smart. You're so smart.
Not that smart. We're still... Hey, look!
What? Where? Oh.
Yes, Rich, I realize there's a weird Secret Service agent walking around our office. I'm afraid something came up with Dr. Howardson. I'm not allowed to give any details right now, and we actually don't know everything, but we are not to deal with her anymore. I know. We have the baseball game tomorrow. No worries, it's still on. I know. Just make sure to let us know if you see Dr. Howardson anywhere, or that Liliana for that matter. The Secret Service agent isn't allowed to speak to us, but he is here for our safety.
Well, Audrey, I guess we better...
Yeah.
Audrey?
Yeah?
Keep on fishing in the fishing world. Keep on fishing in the fishing world.
What gives, Odds? We've been looking for you for hours.
You have?
Well, duh, yeah, the picnic's been canceled. We're going back. Too bad, too, because, Fishy and I, we had the whole thing set up, didn't we, Fishy?
Yeah!
What the hell are you doing here, Halford?
Keeping Audrey company for you.
So we got ourselves a woodsman here. The professor, he's a woodsman. We got ourselves a woodsman, Fishy. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yo, what's up with the jacket, babes?
I was cold.
Odds, come on. Get in the truck. We gotta go. I got cold fish waiting in the coolers. Gotta go.
See you back at school.
Hey! You want some tobacco?
You know, I think we're just gonna let the woodsman find his own way home. Adios, Halford.
Honestly, easiest way in.
Fish in a barrel. I tell ya, the social sciences.
So where shall we strike next?
Oh, I think we struck, and I think we struck gold. You should see what I found in Creed's desk. So where to?
Call me crazy, but I have a sudden desire to see tropical fish.
You know what, my love? I think we can accommodate you and shake the heat at the same time. Bye-bye, poli-sci. And academics. Oh, we love them. Yes, we do.
Oh, gotta take a leak. Yo!
One sec.
Oh boy.
You know, they're playing our song.
That's our song.
You know, look, Odds. I've been doing some thinking, you know. Neither of us is getting any younger, and, you know, well, I go to the gym and I pump up the guns, and, well, you play your oboe. But I kind of been doing some thinking lately.
Timmy.
You know, I'm not one for making speeches, babe, but I kind of got something to give you.
Oh, Timmy.
I'm not one for diamond rings, babe, and I still haven't saved up the few $100 those damn things cost, but I do got something to ask you.
It's a fish hook.
Yeah? You kind of got me hooked on you, babe. So, what do you say you and me, we get hitched? For reals this time.
Oh, Timmy, I don't know what to say.
Okay. That was 3 minutes.
If your cup is full.
Play ball!
So this is the big day. No Frank Schrute, though. The guy's MIA, which is weird because he was supposed to be assistant to the Bat Boy.
Steer!
So, Robin, I know you wanted to get rid of Liliana by the end of the day, but you should be careful what you wish for.
I've got a little bit more than I wished for, Rich.
So all this reminds me of the old saying, strike one, shame on you. Strike two, you're out.
Hey, Rich, go play with your poli-sci losers. Or better yet, hire yourself another intern. Play ball. Frankly, I don't give a damn whether we win or lose the game today, as long as I get to fire Pete's ass in front of the entire department before the day's over. Get that freaking camera out of my face. Let's play ball.
We're Rich's neighbors. He ropes us into this game every year because he says he never has enough, quote, girls for his team.
And I'm from France, where we don't even play baseball, but he likes French women.
Hey, you too. You're gonna be on my team now. I'm short a couple of players.
So one of the things I like about America's favorite pastime is listening to the crack of the bat, eating ballpark franks, spending quality time with my son, all that good stuff.
Yo, Rich. This game fucking blows. I'm out of here. Let's go to the mall, babe.
Son, do you need some money?
Single on the run I scored, we're winning. Take that, social studies. Chewing tobacco.
Wait, Josh, I probably shouldn't talk that much. Timmy's watching.
Oh, come on, lighten up. It's a baseball game. Besides, we're on the same team.
Josh, Timmy proposed to me yesterday. He asked me to marry him.
Oh, whoa. Timmy proposed again. Hey, Audrey, I just remember, I think there's something I gotta do. I think I gotta take off.
Oh, Josh, don't go. Just stay a minute. I mean, I'm sorry. This is hard for me.
Oh man, unbelievable.
Well,
I mean,
Jimmy Waters,
I don't
I
know
was
what that
wondering
guy's
if you'd
wearing,
come
right?
back for this event.
I wouldn't miss this game for the world. Is it okay if I join you?
Yeah, you can. We need your clutch hitting right now. It's the 8th and we're down a couple of runs.
Oh, hey, Waters, how's the world of Wall Street treating you?
Can't complain, can't complain. I do realize, although I missed the social studies guys, that investments, that's my calling.
Hey, glad to have you back, Waters. You can pinch it for me in the 9th. I'm 0 for 4.
It's all about the numbers, all about the numbers.
Bottom of the 9th, 2 outs. Score is 5-2. Poli-sci leads. 2 runners on base.
Timeout up! Timeout!
Timeout!
Okay, look, Fish. It's the bottom of the 9th. It's 5-2. We got them by 3 runs. They got 2 on. Waters is up, right? The guy's actually pretty good. The only guy on their bench left is Pete.
So give him one in the ribs. Put him on first. They'll have to put Pete in. This game is over.
Don't waste any bullets. Beat him on the first pitch.
Oh! Hit batsman! Take your
It really hurts. I was hoping I could drive in a couple runs and get us back in the game.
Oh, it's gonna take a miracle. But way to be a team player. You always were.
Give it up, Blazendale. This game is over, man. Time to forfeit. You got nobody in your lineup.
Not so fast, not yet. Pete's here and he's gonna step up to the plate. Remember what we talked about, Pete? Remember?
Are you kidding me? No way! That guy can't even finish a sentence, let alone hit a ball. Blazendale, you gotta forfeit this. This is a joke.
You're not actually gonna subject your team to this, are you?
You know what? What the hell? Let Pete back. Let him show his true colors.
Yeah, what the hell? Come on.
Batter up! Straight! Straight!
Come on, Pete. Put some wood on it, why don't you?
Time out! Time out! Time has been called!
Hey. Go hit a big one, Pete.
I told you I could do it!
I knew you could do it! I knew you could do it, Pete! Now run those bases! Run!
This used to be my playground. This used to be my childhood dream. This used to be the place I ran to whenever I was in need of a friend. Why did it have to end? This used to be my playground. This used to be our pride and joy. This used to be the place we ran to, that no one in the world could dare destroy. This used to be our playground. This used to be our childhood dream. This used to be the place we ran to. I wish you were standing here with me. This used to be our playground. This used to be our childhood dream. This used to be the place we ran to. I wish you were standing here with me. This used to be our playground. This used to be our childhood dream. This used to be the place we ran to. The best things in life are
Welcome back to WBEV, the #1 radio station in Beverly, Mass. With you as always, I'm Mel Brown. Some news just in from the Beverly Regional Junior College baseball game, where Pete Smick has just hit a game-winning grand slam to win it for his team. And you know what, folks? That name Smick sure rings a bell, doesn't it? Seems like just yesterday he was smacking homers for the Cardinals AAA league.
I never should have thrown that last fastball.
Doggone fishy. Hey, throw me one of those cold ones, will you?
Timmy, let's chill on the cold ones. This is a work event. There's family here.
So that Pete guy. Wow. Tim, you're not actually gonna fire him now, are you?
Why wouldn't I? I mean, so the guy hits a home run. What does he bring to my department in terms of dollars and cents? He's still a net liability.
It really doesn't matter. Look, there goes Pete out of town with Allegra. Just after the home run, I told Pete about a job. A couple of towns over, assistant manager for a local semi-pro team. I don't think we'll be seeing him around here anymore. We know where his heart is.
Sure has been quite a week here at Beverly Regional.
Yes, it has.
It's actually nice to just relax and play baseball for a change.
And soon
Wait, where's he going?
that frozen concoction that helps me hang on.
Why is he hopping into that car with a bunch of girls?
Wasting away again in Margaritaville.
Haven't you heard, Rich? This is what the Secret Service agents do these days.
Oh, sugar and salt. Some people claim that there's a wall.
Help! Help! The cheeky hunk are after us! Help! Help! The cheeky hunk are after us! Oh my God! Help! Help! The cheeky hunk are after us!
Wait!
Help! Help!
Wait!
The cheeky hunk
Wait,
are after
Frank!
us!
Wait for me!
Actually, Timmy,
Yeah, Robin.
throw me one of those cold ones, would you?
The cheeky hunk are after us! The cheeky hunk are after us!
Moi, appelle Chiki Hanka.
Moi, appelle piquinage avec les poissons. Nous venons en paix.